Today we're putting the spotlight back on the Deity VO-7U. It's been out a year, and I feel like it's been lost in the sauce with all the releases. We're going to talk about it and how it absolutely destroys and wipes the floor with the Beacn Mic. $279, $169 for the microphone. And if you stay tuned for the rest of the video, you're going to find out why and how this microphone brought me to the point of wanting to throw it through a window in front of a garbage truck to be run over 50,000 times. Like it's woo! All right, before we get started, this video is not sponsored. I am not paid. Deity did send this microphone to this channel a couple months ago. I'm not required to make a video, and I'm not required to say anything specific about this microphone. So my thoughts and opinions expressed in this video are mine and mine alone. So here we go. This is a very safe, very neutral sound. It's very EQable, and it's made out of all metal. Wow. I would be very happy with this purchase. At $169, sounds pleasant to the ears, very in the middle, very easily EQ'd. Just a great sound, all metal body, beautiful look. I love the look. And for me, if you've been watching this channel with any kind of frequency, you guys know I hate gain knobs, and I am in the minority. I know. It's a me thing. A lot of people love it. They don't mind it at all. When I look at it, it's like whack-a-mole. I spend thousands of dollars on this beautiful front lawn, cut my grass to have the nice, beautiful lines in it, spend all this money on it, and I look out and there's a groundhog sticking his head right out of the middle of it. Just whack it. You know, take that, PETA. Whack it. I'm the guy that likes ketchup on my hot dog, not mustard. I don't like mustard. That's how weird I am. Just saying. You have no idea how much and how excited and how much I appreciate that Deity put their gain knobs on the side. Number one, if I want to use these knobs, I don't have to like reach over top or reach underneath to use my gain knobs. I'm able to just go right there on the side and adjust. I've got my gain knob for my main volume going out to my PC over here, or my Mac Mini, and then the volume knob for my monitors is over here. You operate your RGB with the volume knob by long pressing it to turn it on, and then once it's on, short pressing it to change to the RGB. So it has function, and it's in a good location. I feel like it's part of the yoke. I love that. Another cool thing is it has a built-in analog limiter. If you don't know much about processing, post or pre or anything like that, and you want to use it for gaming and you're worried about it clipping, all you have to do is when this gain knob is turned at 50% or higher, the analog limiter that is built into this thing automatically kicks in and keeps you from clipping. While it does effectively keep you from clipping, I think it affects that audio just below where it clips. But at least it keeps you from blowing out people's ears and just having terrible, terrible audio. The mute button on this I really love. It's not sticking out, it's not protruding, so even though it's right in front of me, I'm looking at it, it's recessed down in the body, and it's oddly satisfying to push. It's not clicky like the Samson Q9U, so I'm going to go ahead and press it as I'm talking. Peppers, he puts pineapple on his there. It's that squishy button, which I really, really appreciate. Nice job, Deity. And when it's muted, you also see that the RGB light will light red, but won't stay red. It'll flash red to let you know that it's muted. Just in case you like your RGB light to be red, it'll stay in a solid mode. But muting will flash. Unlike the Samson Q9U microphone that I love, when that's muted, you have no idea that it's muted unless you're looking at your meters on OBS as you're recording. Or you find out after you're done making the clip and you go back and you realize, where's my audio? What have I done? You don't have to worry about that with this microphone. So even if you just get the $169 microphone, with this you get a USB-C to USB-C and a USB-C to USB-A. So you have two cables, whatever suits your fancy. This is how long the cable is, all right? So here's one end, and I'm going, and I'm going, and I'm going, and I'm going, and I'm going. We're still going. We're still going. Like, oh my gosh. If you get it in the kit with the boom arm that comes with it, it's a 42-inch reach. They're giving you plenty of USB-C cable to go the length of that, then like go down your desk to the other end. Wow. Thank you. Yes. Happy. $100 more. Choke something. All right, what else? It's late. I'm getting slap happy, so I'm trying to bring this thing home. Allows you to clean the pop filter. And with proper mic placement, you're able to handle your plosives very nice. So let me just kind of put it off to the side. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. But if you want to have it underneath you as you're talking, every now and then you're going to look down and you're going to get that plosive as you're talking. Put the pop filter on and there goes your plosives. Well, there's a little bit, just a smidge, but not bad. Pop filter does a good job. Latency-free monitoring, 0 latency. Love that. Thank you very much. It's one of those USB microphones that you can hook up directly to your iOS devices. Now, it says iOS iPad, which means that USB-C to USB-C plug, but it's not going to work on iPhones because most of them work on Lightning cables, so you're going to need that little dongle in order to hook up your USB-C to that dongle and plug that into your iPhone. But if you do that, it will work on your iPhone, Android devices, Mac, or PC. Thank you. I can use it on both my computers. I have PC and Apple in here. I want to be able to have options. Thank you for allowing me to use my USB-only microphone on both devices. Thank you. So there you go. Those are my pros about it. My cons, I just wish it had a little bit more low end in there. I feel like it's a little thin in that department, but that's okay. I can EQ that in. I'm not going to complain. And I love that it's very EQable. I don't have to struggle to get stuff out of my mix for $100 less than the Beacn. I keep holding this up because I'm so frustrated with this thing. So frustrated. I love the look of it. I love the black matted finish with the yellow on it. I just like it. Ow! I keep hitting my desk. It's late. Okay, now let's do a quick sound comparison of the Deity VO-7U with other USB microphones that I have in the studio. This is the Samson Q9U in USB mode. I have the mid boost turned on because that's the way I like it, so deal with it. But anyways, this is the Samson Q9U, and this goes for anywhere between $129 to $99 with certain sales that are on Amazon. The Samson Q9U in USB mode. Now back on the Deity VO-7U at $169. On to the next microphone. This is the Shure MV7. This retails for about $250 in USB mode. The Shure MV7. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza because it belongs there, people. Get with it. Now we're back on the Yeah, I speak Spanish or French or German or whatever you think it is. Just saying. I didn't mess up. I don't mess up. I messed up. Anyway, back on the Deity VO-7U at $169. On to the next microphone. Now I'm on the FiFine AM8 by FiFine. XLR and USB microphone. And on Amazon, it goes for about $48 right now. So jump on it. Great budget option. But this is what it sounds like out of the box in its default settings. Back to the VO-7U. Cleansing the palette, the Deity VO-7U at $169. To the next one. Now we're on the Donner UA44, the long-lost twin of the FDUCE SL40, and this goes for about $60. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. The Donner UA44. Back on the Deity VO-7U, $169. Palette cleanser. On to the next microphone. And if this looks familiar, that's because it is. The Donner UA44 looks surprisingly similar to the FDUCE SL40. This is what it sounds like in USB mode. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This is about a $60 XLR USB microphone. All right, and I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but we're going to add some more microphones. There's nothing more frustrating for me than USB comparisons because of the plugging in and plugging out and making sure everything's assigned to its right channel to make sure you're actually recording on the right mic and not some other mic.
Raj?
Yeah.
Your insurance paid up?
Yeah, of course. Why?
I could dismantle this.
It looks like Beirut to me. Let's get the hell out of here.
I'm cutting away. Snip. Raj.
Yeah.
Grab the cat.
It's a headache, but I'm doing this for you guys because I love you guys, and I want you guys to make the right choices. I want you to know what they all sound like next to each other, and you decide. Don't listen to me. You do you, boo. What's next? I'm looking around. I got to figure out what's next. These USB microphones are just like, how do I do this?
What's wrong?
Sorry.
The stress of my modern office has caused me to go future. Oh, I'm too close.
I'm genuinely scared right now. Oh, I hope no one's seeing this. Oh.
This is the Maono PD400X in USB mode. Now, the only thing I've done on this, there's some settings on the back you can activate. I've only activated the mid-boost presence on this. Maono PD400X. Deity VO, all these initials driving me crazy. This is the Maono PD200X. This is a USB XLR microphone that retails for right around $70, like $70, $72. You can get it for in the high 60s when it's got a coupon at Amazon, but this is what it sounds like. This is one of my favorite microphones under $100. It's the closest thing to perfection as far as what I want out of a microphone, and it's $70. So just great.
Hi, everybody. I'm out of breath, so hold on. I have to come all the way up here. 2 sets of stairs. The VO-7U? Is that it? I don't know.
And I'm just going to give you an idea of what it sounds like on a female voice by letting her speak into it just for a few seconds. And here you go. Wow. Okay, this is the Deity VO-7U. One last microphone, just for good measure. And we're going to wrap this up because I can't take no more of this.
Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. Who doesn't put pineapple on his pizza?
You're done. This is the Maono PD100u. Now, this is an amazing sound microphone. I like this sound that comes with this microphone, and it retails for about the low 40s. You can get this microphone, all metal build body. The only knock on this thing is, again, the knob, which I never like knobs anyway, but they all have them. And there's no headphone monitoring. All right, back on the VO-7U. And I think what made this microphone stand out when it first came out is it came out at the same time as this guy right here. The Beacn Mic came out with a lot of issues. A lot of people really complained, especially Epos Vox and some other guys. I can't remember all their names, but there were a lot of content creators that were really frustrated with this because it was so hard to EQ and there's so much harshness in the mids. Like, it's just crazy. And it was hard to EQ your way out of it. If you didn't like it, you couldn't undo it. And that was a problem. It's been a year. Has it aged well? What kind of updates have they done? Firmware updates? Have they fixed their issues with this thing? No one really talked about the fact that this is only a PC microphone. Now, it will work on Mac. You plug it directly into your Mac. It will work, but the software will not. You cannot download it to a Mac. So I'm like, you know what? I just want to see what this thing sounds like out of the box. I plugged it directly into my Mac, no software, and I have never been more cringed by what I heard than came out of this thing. For $279, I thought at least just be safe. Be safe. And then I can go into OBS and I can mess with it a little bit. You know what? I'm not even going to go a step further. I'm going to plug this thing in and show you how this $279 mic sounds, the Beacn Mic, plugged into my Mac, USB-C to USB-C, no processing, because again, I can't even hook up the software, and just see what it sounds like out of the box compared to the Deity VO-7U. Let's check it out. And this is what it sounds like plugged into the Mac directly. No processing, again, because the software won't even work, but this is what it sounds like out of the box if you want to be able to use it on a Mac. It's not a pleasant experience at all. I'm going to go ahead and go into OBS as we're listening to this, and let's just see something. There we go. I'm now going to turn this off and listen. Let me pause this, and I'm going to go back and listen to this video and see how it sounds. The more time we spend with it, the more warts we see and the more headaches we see trying to do things that we want to do with it. I've never had a microphone aggravate me and frustrate me to that extent. And at $279, it should not aggravate you. It should not frustrate you. It should make your life better. Like the Shure SM7B at $400, it makes your life better. It's so smooth. It's easy to handle in your hands. It's easy to handle your highs, mids, and lows when you're shouting, screaming. It does everything well. It just makes your life easier. When you dial in your EQ settings the way you want it, life is so much easier with an SM7B. It's why it's $400, but there are ways around it. At $279 for USB only, you would think the Beacn Mic would make your life better. And all I wanted to do was jump out a window, you know, first floor window where I would land on the ground and I'd be okay. But man, I just want to rage out, like go Incredible Hulk, Bruce Banner to the Incredible Hulk. That's what the Beacn did to me. And then I go back to the VO-7U and it's like, man, it doesn't do everything that the Beacn says it can do. But I have no problems with it. It will capture the occasional plosive, but slap on a pop filter and it takes care of that. Pop, pop, pop. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers, pineapple, pizza, lots of plosives. Dude, I don't have problems with this microphone. I plug it in and I'm good to go and I'm not stressing out. For those of us who have PC and Mac in the same house, I want my microphones to work whatever computer I go to. I don't want to have separate microphones for separate computers. That kind of money should work on everything, and it just doesn't. My final thoughts, my pros, it does what it needs to do. While others fail trying to overcharge you for more features like what the Beacn Mic does, it leads to nothing but frustration and disappointment, especially for people who use both PC and Mac and want to be able to use their microphones on both. Have something to chew on like gum instead of chewing on your teeth as you're trying to figure out how to use the Beacn Mic on a Mac. When other microphones at more expensive prices are bringing all these extra bling and flash and features, they just don't perform the way they should. They still leave you frustrated and upset. The Deity VO-7U does what it says it's going to do, and it does it well, and it's relaxing. It's less stressful. It does the job. It does the job. It's a safe choice for someone who wants to use a USB microphone and doesn't have a lot of EQing skills, doesn't have a lot of computer skills. They just need it to work and not give them problems. The Deity VO-7U does that. Build quality, I mean, I feel like if I drop this on the floor, again, it's going to break my tile. It's not going to break the microphone. It might break my toe. That's what you want in a microphone. You don't want broken toes, but you'd rather your toe break than your microphone because you've got insurance. You can go to the hospital and get your toe fixed. You don't have insurance on your microphone. So I like that. I like the tone that it comes with. It's very safe and easily usable. And then if you want to focus more on long form content, you might be worried about ear fatigue with it missing some of that low end to smooth it out. You can EQ that right in. I don't feel like it's overpriced at all. I feel like it's sitting right where it needs to be. And if you can find this on sale for less, you better scoop it up because it is a great, great microphone. Now on to the cons regarding this. The monitoring in this is not 100% accurate. It feels a little thin and shallow in my headphones. Another con is I wish it had software. Maono has a software app for their USB microphones that allow you to adjust the tone of the microphone in both advanced settings or simple settings depending on your level of experience with EQ. Shure does it with the MV7. They have an app. Rode and Beacn both have apps for their USB microphone. So that was one of my cons. I just wish it had the software app for EQing. And the final con that I had on this is it's sensitive to handling noise. Like you can hear a lot of noise resonating in the microphone, at least in my headphones. And then if you're touching. So that's the only thing as far as handling noise. It's sensitive to that. So if you do go with this microphone, just make sure, again, you've got a boom arm with some reach to it so you can kind of get everything away from your hands if you like to be a little handsy and move stuff around. Oh, and there's one other pro that I noticed this, and it was accidental. But I have it about 10 inches away from my face pointing down at my mouth, same position I would use for a shotgun mic, and this is what it sounds like with my air conditioner and fan on in the other room. Now, it's not great. It's not a shotgun mic, but until you can get a shotgun mic, $169, and you can use it two ways. I've wanted to do my closing thoughts on this microphone after a couple days break because I was falling more and more in love with it. And again, you don't want your emotions to take over an honest opinion and an honest review about this microphone. I'm just going to say this. As I'm looking at this mic on my screen on my monitor over to my left, as far as looks, I love the look of this microphone, and I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, hand to the Bible, this microphone, I love the look of this microphone, especially in my frame, better than any microphone that I have in my studio. I just love it. I love the metal finish. I love that it's not too shiny. It's got that eggshell satin finish to it. I love the black. I love the yellow Deity written on the side in the lettering. I love that the volume knobs, even though I hate volume knobs, they're on the side. They remind me of tension knobs on a yoke of a SM7B and not gain knobs. So I like that. Everything that I don't like about a microphone, they've avoided it. Price, I'm absolutely okay with where the price is. I think it's right where it needs to be. Build quality, absolutely amazing. The look of it, my favorite of all my microphones so far. Just absolutely love it. And the sound, the tone, I like it out of the box, but I really, really love how easy it is to get where you want it to be if you're not okay with the sound out of the box. Straight up truth, if I had to do a USB only live stream, I would go with this over any other mic I have in here. Just because of the look of it. The sound is there, but the looks just push this thing so far ahead. I love the look. I love the look. The sound is good. It's good. All right, those are my thoughts on the Deity VO-7U. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button and the notification bell so you guys are notified when future content goes up because it's going up. And oh man, I'm excited about this one. Mackie sent me the EM99B. I haven't even opened up the box yet. but I am so curious to see how this baby sounds. We're gonna check it out. So please don't forget to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on future reviews like this. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be exciting. Thank you guys for joining this episode of Level Up, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. I'm out.